Perfect Pin Pilates today. Now, let's think about our legs. Firstly, me calling it the perfect pin is really not great, is it? Because nobody's perfect. That's a big message here, especially when I'm talking about bodies of anyone. Nobody has the perfect body. Also, legs, what do you want them to do? What are they there for? What do you personally want your legs to achieve? I know it sounds a really funny question, but when you really think about it, what do you want your legs to do? And I do believe that as we move through our life, the less we do with our bodies, which we know, the less we're able to become less mobile for all those reasons that we always talk about. But where your legs are concerned, I think sometimes you don't realise they're getting weaker or less mobile until you do, until you actually become stronger in them. And then you do things and you think, yeah, I can do that now. How weird, I can really run up the stairs really quickly. So just now, this week, be aware of what your legs are doing for you. One of the common things I do see with the ladies moving through their life is that their stride length becomes much shorter. And there's a couple of reasons for this. So let me just demonstrate what I mean by that. And this might look a bit weird. But basically, they don't stride out. So the thigh isn't leaving the other thigh. And we get this sort of going on. And they're kind of walking from their knees. Yeah, so the thighs are staying together. And they're walking from the knees instead of striding out and using that hip flexor area of the leg. And the couple of reasons is because of balance issues. They feel not as balanced as they used to. So by shortening the stride, their feet are more in contact with the floor, if you like. So they feel a little bit more safe. So it becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. And obviously that kind of shuffling in the end, it goes to a shuffle, and then you can fall over. It's actually the counter productive, that one. But also they find that it's the mobility of the hips. And we've done loads of sessions on hips, and every week we do hips, because again, this is the synovial fluids becomes drier in that area through that hip joint. Now I've just brought my pelvis to show you. This is my pelvic floor pelvis, so I don't need to look at the pelvic floor, but this shows you your pelvis. And this here, this little hole here, is where your femur comes down. And so it is an actual ball and socket joint. You can see it there. It's a great demo there. So which means that the leg can go all directions. So, what we don't do is do all the directions, and that's when we lose the mobility within the hip, and obviously the femur coming down, you're not going to be swinging it as wide as you should do, and really what we want to do, if you like. What else about the legs? I don't want to do too much about the pelvis. That's for another day. So also your legs, what about your knees? Knees and hips are the biggest places that most people get osteoarthritis. I have it in my knees and I probably have it in one hip now. So mobility is key for that. And whilst it feels tight some days, the mobility is really important, and just to keep it moving in the full range of movement rather than shortening the movement, the little gentle movement within the joint can make a massive difference. Again, it's just that synovial fluid, it's his grinding. So the impact is the hardest thing for your osteoarthritis. So doing jumping aerobics isn't a great thing for osteoarthritis. That's when I actually changed my business from aerobics to Pilates, because as I sat in the hospital, they said, no, you'll never be able to teach aerobics again. You're not doing it. Don't do it. Otherwise you need new knees. So that's why I now changed. Anyway, then you think about ankles and feet. So the flexibility of your feet, that again, from your ankle, this isn't my foot, but you know what I mean, becomes shorter. And I'll see in ladies, in my classes, that the more aged you are, the less mobility you're getting in that ankle joint. So again, it's something we work on a lot, foot mobility, to keep those mobile feet and toes particularly. It's all part of the leg, isn't it? It's all part of the walking. So going back to the original question, what do you want your legs to do? So you may not want them to run a marathon, okay? But you may want them to keep you upright and standing for many years without any pain. And you may want to be able to go for a nice walk for 5 miles or something and not feel pain. So pain, where would the pain maybe in your hips, maybe in your knees, maybe in your ankles and feet. And I do believe even if you have osteoarthritis, many women feel it in their feet and ankles. So that's why we do lots of balance strength through the ankle to help that as well. What else do you want your legs to do? Let's think about the vain things. So the vain things might be, oh, I want them to look really great in a pair of shorts. A lady came to me the other day and said that you know, she's 50 now and she's thinking, oh God, look at the flab in between my legs. So she wants to tone her legs for that reason also. So it might be a vain reason. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. What else would you like your legs to do? That's really it, isn't it? It keeps your body upright, really. We need to keep our legs nice and mobile. So let's crack on then with that thought in mind. We're going to be thinking about your legs particularly, and you will feel the legs after today. Oh, the hip mobility, yes. So let's just think back at the pelvis. Or think about your legs right from the outset, looking down at the toes and spreading them onto the floor, and think about your foot being on a tripod. So the heel, the big toe and the little toe on both sides, and think the equal pressure between that tripod, and then think lengthening up through the legs and knees and hips, rolling the shoulders just to feel lengthened right through the torso from the outset, rolling those shoulders nice and free. Take an inhale, stretching up to the ceiling, and then exhale, take your arms down to the side. Do that again. Breathe in and breathe out and breathe in. So let's just set your body up and mind to start the session one more time. And breathe out. Okay, take one arm, just reach it round and back. Just loosening up the shoulders to start the day before we focus on those legs. We will be doing a bit of arm work as well. It's full body always, but the focus today is the legs. One more time. And then the other side. So let the body rotate with this. Still feeling the tripod on the feet. Feel those hips just rotating round. One more time. And then both arms lifting up, getting ready for a little squat down. So let me just go slowly through this because a lot of people do this differently. So you sit back with the bum, you drop down, let your arms hang, and as they go there, straighten the legs. Then you bend your legs, and then you're coming back up. Down, straighten here, bend and lift. So you can go a bit more flowing now. So make it nice, free flowing, a little bit more dynamic if your knees are allowing it. So we'll straight away getting into the muscles at the back of the legs called the hamstrings. Breathing, swinging. One more time. And then free throw the arms to the side. Reach them up to the ceiling. And then bring it back down. And again, reach it up. And draw the elbows down. One more time. Exhale, draw it down. Lovely. All right, you might need to hold on to something because we're going to lift the knee. And then we're going to lift the other knee. So I want you to consciously think of what's wobbling as you just lift one leg and lift the other leg. So see those hips. See how they feel. Nice and relaxed. Bit of pressure going through the feet. Good. Hold it here. And then do some hip mobility. Circle that hip round. That's what I mean to say. This is where it might be a bit wobbly, so you might want to hold on to something. Change direction with the legs. Feel the glute. Here, 2, 3. Think about that ball and socket joint. The hip absolutely loves this. It's crying out for it. We never do it enough. And then change direction. Lovely. 3. Take a rest. All right, so now we're going to reach the leg out to the side and float the leg, that arm as well. just to feel how that feels. Don't go too high. You'll start to feel that muscle. We're talking about the glute med. One more time, just mobile through the hips, because that's where the movement starts, from the hip. And we want to keep the alignment and the strength there so that it protects the knees and the ankles and the feet. One more time. And release. Circle the hips round now. The pelvis goes big circles. Round you go. And the other direction. Good. And then take a nice deep breath in again, stretching up tall. This time, reach over to the side, through the waist, come back, arms coming down, arms going up, reach over to the side, into the center. Start to feel that core kicking in now, girls. Lifting, reach to the side, bring it in, float the arms down. And again, lift it up, reach it over, bring it back, and then relax. Put your hands on your belly. Take an inhale, let the expansion of the rib cage. And as you exhale, draw those inner muscles in. So always thinking about the core, even though we are just thinking about legs today. This is Pilates, so the core will be worked. So we'll just consciously think about expanding the ribs, contracting the ribs. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. All right. You're going to take your little ring now, and I want you to step into it. If you don't have the ring, it's fine. You can just do some squats. So you're going to put it at the side of your legs, just above your knees. And you're just going to open the legs so that it makes it slightly oval. And then we're going to do some little squats here, some little easy squats. So we can swing the bum back, drop down, and then lift up. This is great because it keeps your knees in line with your feet. So make sure they're parallel. So one of the biggest things that people work is the thighs. This is a good one for the thighs and the buttocks. So I want you to squeeze your bum as you come up. Squeeze it. If it's too much for your knees, you can just do a little shallow one like this. Still will work. You don't have to bend your knees at all. You're just moving from the knee. See how my knee just really is? You're just pushing that hip forward and taking it back. If you feel okay in your knees, you can drop right down and lift it up. Squeezing the bottom behind. Hold it here. Now we're going to go down to halfway and then press the knee with the ring. So the thighs are going to press out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Standing up. Do some more little squats, just to move through that lactic acid that we may have just built up. One more time. Let's go down halfway again. Small. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just pressing against that ring. 7. One more. 8. Standing up. Sitting down. Standing up. So really the side of the thighs, side of your legs, glutes, and then take a little rest. Come out of the ring. Oh yes, can feel that. So often our thigh muscle here is really strong. Hamstrings less so, but really least strength is here, most women that I meet. So that's what we really are going to consciously think about. Calves really are fairly toned anyway, because if you're walking and you're doing your plantar flexion well enough, then you should be fine. So let's just do a quad stretch. You need to probably hold on to something. Take your ring and hold the ring here. Just stretch. Keep the knees together. Hold the ring there if your knees allow it. Okay. Then if you can, pull on the ring, both legs, hands even, and stretch. You can lean forward a little bit, but turn that tailbone under so you feel the front of your thigh. Woo. Don't fall over then. Hold on to it. This is also helping the stretch of the shin as well. Take a little rest. My legs feel amazing because I had a massage with Helen this week, so they feel so much better. Thank you, Helen, if you're watching. Okay, so you're going to do the other side. Put it on the front of your foot, so you're stretching the foot as well. Grab onto something. Feel the pull on the front of the thigh. Keep your tailbone under a little bit, then tip and pull. Nice stretch through the hips, flexor at the front of the leg, and through the quad. So a lot of people's quads or quadriceps, which is the thigh muscle, can become very tight. This is a nice stretch for that. And then take a rest. Lovely. Grab your hog. We're going to stretch the calf. If you don't have a hog, you can roll up the end of your mat like this and put your foot against it like so. If not, get your hog. Stretching out the ankle. So put your one foot on it, bend the knee and just stretch into this calf, flexing the ankle here to keep that mobility through the foot, and just rock forward and back into the ankle, into the quad. Little release work now. We just warmed up a little bit before we put some pressure and some strength into those muscles. Let's do the other foot. So really, I think the hog is amazing for calf stretching. You hardly can find anything that does the same job. I've tried. Before I bought hogs, I tried all sorts of things. But the half dome like this is just really good. So if you do lots of dog walking, for instance, I think you get amazed by how tight your calves really are. And if you've got tight calves, you're going to have tight shins and you're going to be less flexible within the foot. So let's just do a front of the foot stretch. Turn your toes under and stretch the front. So bend and straighten the knee here. Toes are tucked right under on the mat. Again, this is the stretch we hardly ever do. People hardly ever do this. If yours feel tender and tight, you need to do more of it if possible. And then with that leg, you're just going to step back into a general calf stretch. Bend the knee at the front and reach the arms up. So when we reach the arms up, you're getting a nice stretch here at the front of the thigh, which is the hip flexor muscles. There's a set of muscles called hip flexors, and these kind of attach your body to your legs. So there's a lot of complicated muscles here, and they can get very tight, especially if you sit all day. Give me a little squeeze of that buttock at the same time to get a deeper release there. And take a rest. Do the other side. So turn the toe under on your other foot. Here. Feel that stretch and the shin. And then go backwards and forwards. Maybe straighten and bend the knee a little bit. See how flexible your toes are today, how strong you feel. Then drop that heel down. Bend the knee. Raise the arms up, squeeze the buttock. Hold. Feel it deep in here. So again, all of this, obviously your body works together. But particularly the hip flexors can be really make your movement limited. Mine's tight on that side. Take a little rest. All right, take the legs wide here, and you're going to just bend forward with a straight back. So I want you to turn your tailbone under slightly, and then just lean forward with a straight back, getting into the inner thighs now. Feet can be natural wherever you feel comfortable. If you've got the hog, put your fingers on your hog like that, and then just rocks forward and back with a straight back. I don't want to see curved back here. Keep the straight back so that we get deep into those inner thighs. You can go on the floor, try that. Just rock forward and back, releasing before we work. One more time. And then release. So in a standard class that you go on YouTube and you want to work your legs, they're going to make you do loads of lunges and loads of squats. Now, I'm not going to do that because my knees won't allow, and I believe that we can do it without. So it's going to be a squat and lungeless class, but we'll get a workout on your legs. We're going to start with balance. So your own body weight within your leg can make a massive, this one of the easiest, simplest ways to get that workout. But you're going to use a ball and put it on the wall for support. So you've got a little bit of imbalance there, so it's going to challenge you. The leg closest to the wall, you're going to keep on the floor, and then you're going to lift this leg. Right, now you're going to stay there if you feel you need the wall. But if you don't need the wall, you're going to take the ball and take it forward and take the leg back. And then hold. Just hold. So you're in this position like this, or you're holding on to that wall with the leg behind. Now here, I want you to squeeze this buttock and lift the leg. 1, 2, 3. And at the same time, squeeze the ball if you've got it in your hands. We may as well do hands as well. 5. Keep going. 6. I'm rocking a little bit on the ankle. 7. 8. Hold it there. Hold it there. Feel this in this leg. And then take a little rest. Now the other side. So you might need the wall. Steady yourself. Sometimes if you're on a mat, it's much harder because it's like a balance board. Okay, we're here. If you want to hold on to that and just take the leg back there. If not, you're holding the ball. Knee is soft on that standing leg, the one we're working. We're also working this one because we're going to lift it up to the ceiling. Small. 1. Squeeze the ball as well. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the bum. 5, 6. Try and push up through that heel. 7. Last one. 8. Hold. Hold it there. Now, challenge. Take the ball around the back. Keep the balance. Keep that strength, that nice bone loading going on as well. Change direction with the ball. 2. Last one. 3. And take a little rest. So that in itself, you should feel real static in isotonic movement there through the legs. Right, you're going to get the band, and you're going to tie it up and wrap it, put it on your legs. If not, if you have the little band that some of us used on Tuesday, get that. Go on the floor first. Here, place it around the legs, and you're going to go into all fours. You're just going to go above your knees with the band. Alright, so we're on all fours, we're going to prep our back up. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, curve to the ceiling, and drop and lift the head. And again, draw the core in, lift. Nice cat and cow, just to get the spine moving, feeling that core. And back. And again, drawing up. Okay, just do a little circle with the bum. Get the free flow through those pelvic muscles the other way. Okay, hold it here. So we're going to lift the right knee. So you're going to lift the right knee with the band on it. Now if you don't have a band, this is fine. You can just do it like this anyway. Straighten the leg. Touch it on the floor. So you've got that resistance going on. And then you're going to lift. 1, 2. Now, if you want to, you can float the other arm. 3, 4. And if you want to, you can do this with the arm. 5, 6, 7. One more. 8, and hold. Now, with the leg, you're going to go out to the side. 1, 2. Keep breathing. Keep this leg nice and stable. Keep this other arm strong down the side of the body. One more, hold. Good, and rest. So with that band, it makes it so much harder. So it's your classic Wonder Woman exercise, but with more resistance. And you're going to feel that right through the glute med. Let's do your other side. Set yourself up nice, nice quad position. And then we're going to straighten that leg back, touch the toe, and then lift it up. Lift. Now if you want to, this is level 1, easy. Level 2, the arm stays out. Level 3, the arm swims. Draw that core in. Feel the buttock doing the work, pushing with the buttock. Push. Hold it here with the arm at the side. Take the leg out. 1, 2, 3. This is hard. 4. Shoulders are back and down. 5, 6. One more. 7. And take a rest. Sit back and stretch. So you're on your knees. Hopefully you can get in this kneeling position, because this is great for the ankle mobility here. So you'll feel your feet flat. The shins are flat on the floor. Turn the toes under and just feel, again, the mobility of the feet in a flexed position. So we've now flexed feet, all part of the leg, all part of getting a nice shapely leg if that's what you're after. 2 more of these. We'll breathe in between the strength exercises. Give us a little rest. Hold it here now. So feet flat back down. And then we're going to lift the knee out to the side. Now, in the old days, we used to call these rovers. It's like you're cocking a leg out to the side. So this is a glute med exercise. Drawing it. Shoulders back and down. Breathe. 3 more. Don't worry if you haven't got a band. You can just do this without the band. 1 more. Hold it up. And then press to the back. 1. With the bent knee. 2. So like at an angle. 3. 4. Good. Keep going. 5. 1 more. 6. Sit back and stretch. So those that have hip issues, guys, just work within your pain barriers and also your own range of movement. You may not want to use the bands, because if you have issues with the mobility, if you've got hip replacement, it's usually the cross over the body that is the hip replacement issue. So those one could be okay for it. Just bear yourself in mind though. Okay, let's go to the other side. So we're nicely strong here. Keep the knee bent. And we're going out to the side for the rover. Ooh, breathe. So already your core is working anyway. This is Pilates. You keep your spine and torso in line and alignment. You're just cocking your leg. But you also feel this in your other leg as well, because you've got that resistance band working. Hold it here. Then we go to the back a little bit. 1, 2. Good. Keep going. 3, 4, last one. 5, sit back and stretch. All right, just take that band off your legs. Have a little rest of the legs, because we're going to do some downward dogs. So turn your toes under. This helps the flexibility of the hamstrings, which is all part of the leg, of course. So shoulders are back and down. Bend the knees up, but straighten the back first. So we're in this position first. Then if you can, straighten the knees, keep the heels up. Then if you can, you drop your heels down, but only if you can. Now, let's do some mobility through those calves. So lift one heel, lift the other heel. Like your little pedaling motion. Dropping it down. Breathing, stretching through those arms. Keep going. Hold it up. Really reaching that tailbone up to the ceiling. Arms are strong. And then let it go down. Little rest here. Nice. Hopefully you feel okay. Let me just readjust the camera angle. So let's go into the glutes now. We're going to lie on our backs. Let's get a bit closer to you, see what we're doing. Like this piano music, sounds nice. So get on your backs, keep your equipment close by, because we're going to use some of those. Bring your ring. Let's do some stuff with the ring. Again, if you don't have a ring, You could use your band here or a belt, or just do it without. All right, so lying on your back, and we're going to put one foot in the ring again. It's a hamstring thing. So just bend and straighten the legs. The back can be natural, whatever you feel right for you. Stretching, really releasing back through that leg. All right, now hold it up nice and straight. So you may be there, okay, because I'm fairly flexible in my hamstring, so don't worry, you don't have to be there because I am, okay? So there, we're just going to take the leg to the side. So one arm comes off the ring, you take it out to the side, but keep this hip down. Then you go, change hands and go to the other side. Now, this movement, if you have a hip replacement, please don't go this far, so just stay at the top to there, because it's that crossing over the other leg that feels unusual for someone who has a hip replacement, so it's not great for the replacement. So just stay there if you are that person. But this is nice, hip mobility. Getting that mobility through that ball and socket joint that we saw earlier. Good. One more of those out, this right out. Also, it's the foot flexibility. So just to the top now, I want you to point your toe. Make the best pointy toe and then flex the foot. So now we're getting this nice calf stretch as well. So reaching through the foot, bit of sensory work as well, because the foot is now touching that ring and it's telling your brain that I'm a little bit more reactive, sensitive. So many sensory nerves in the bottom of those feet, which we don't use. I'm always banging on about it, I know. Bend the knee. That's why the hog's really good with the prickles. Let's do the other side. Lifting it up. Isn't Pilates amazing? I just love Pilates. I'm just literally live and breathe it at the moment. Let's change legs and arms. What I try to do is do something once a week that isn't Pilates based, and I find it really difficult. I know, I've never been so obsessed with something, but maybe I have. I'm that kind of person. Crossover, remember those that have hip issues, be careful of that crossover, but try to go where you feel. I want you to really think about your own body here. Just crossing it over. Oh, okay, bending and straighten the knee. We didn't do that bit, did we? Let's do that now. Bend and straighten that knee, lengthening behind that hamstring. Hold it here and then point and press that toe. Really feeling it through that calf when you do that one. Oh yes, so great for ankle strength. All right, pop the ring now in your legs. So you don't have to be near the handles, but it's just on top of your knees. So here we're just going to open and close. Get the feeling of the ring on the knees. Again, if you don't want to use the ring, if you don't have a ring, use a ball and use the ball to squeeze the ball, so between your knees, so it's a slightly different sensation. Okay, here we're going to lift the hips, but we're not going to do a bridge today because this is more about the legs. So I want you to let your feet go into a duck mode if you feel you want to. If not, stay where they feel good. Keep your spine nice and level. You're going to lift your bum, squeezing, pushing the ring, and then down. And again, so it's a straight back lift. Yeah, so it's a hinged, they call it hinged bridge. Squeeze the bum and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Hold at the top here, and we're going to press the ring in and out. 1, squeezing. 2, the buttocks are up. 3, 4, tailbone stays under, really hooking that tailbone under. 5, 6, 7, one more. 8, hold it up, little presses. 1, 2, 3, yes. 4, legs. 5, 6, 7, one more. 8, drop that down. Hold the knees into the chest, just give yourself a little rock and roll, just to get that out. Actually, take the ring away and wrap it around the knees and just do a little rock and roll here. We'll go back to the next one in a minute because it's quite evil. So the ring's great for the legs. We're going to use it again. You're going to put your inner lower ankle on one of the handles so it keeps it level. This leg goes straight on the floor and this one just at the top. Now you can go on your elbow here or lie flat, it's up to you. Make sure the hips are stacked, you're not rocked backwards because it's an easy thing to do. So really make sure you're on top of each other. Then you're going to press that ring down and up. Keep that spine lifted if you are doing this version. If you're lying flat, obviously you're going to be in a nice lengthened position. So feel the side of your legs, the glute med. Probably can't feel it as hard now because you've already worked it hard. Okay, lie flat for the next one. So we're going to take our toe and we're going to touch the front of the mat. So we're going to circumnavigate the ring. Keep the hips where they are there. Put your hand on the hip to make sure that it's not moving. This is a great one. Again, if you don't have the ring, don't worry. Just do this in the semicircle without the ring. That's fine. Over the top. Reach through that hip. Feel those legs getting stronger and longer. Thinner, if that's what you want. Okay. So holding at the top, bring the knee in and then take it into the ring. Bring it out and out of the ring. In. Into the ring. Breathe. Here. In. So try to keep that knee nice and high, drawing into the tummy. Good, 2 more. We're doing more reps today, can you tell? Make it a little bit more intense. Hold the ring inside, connect it with your ankle. Hold, and just do some little presses. 1. Against the ring. 2. Oh yes, this is intense. Squeeze your bum. 3. Tailbone under. 4. 5. 2 more. 6. Hold it. Oh my gosh, that was hard. Oh, hold it there. Relax, relax. All right, let's go to the other side. The side ones. Oh, my legs. Let's do the other side. So hold it with that ankle on the lower leg, nice and straight on the floor, onto the elbow if you want to for the first bit. And we're just going to keep the legs straight, keep them really active, keep this waist lifted from the floor, shoulder is strong. Press the ring. 2, small. 3, I was going a bit big there. Keep the hips stacked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8, lie down for the next bit. Come to the front and then circumnavigate. Don't touch the ring. And then down. It's like one of those games where you've got an electric current going through and you have to try not to touch it when you do that. Oh, squeeze your bum as you take the leg back. You know the one I mean. I don't know what they call them. Front of the mat. Back of the mat. Make sure your body doesn't rock forward when you take that leg back. That hip flexor doesn't have great mobility anyway. We're just taking it to full range there. Squeeze the bum as the leg really drops down. Ooh, this is hard. Okay, hold it. Bring the knee in. Take it into the ring. Use the hand to help you over the ring. Into the ring. Squeeze the bum if you're feeling it harsh. Oh, this is hard. Good. Squeeze it. Out. Good. And 1 more. Take it in and hold that handle. Squeeze against it. 1. Tailbone under. 2. 3. Oh, I can feel it right there. 5. 6. 7. 1 more if you can. 8. And take a little rest. Ouchie, ouchie. Right, let's just do a little bit of upper body just to give ourselves a little break with our legs because we're going to do some more legs in a minute. So let's just do some nice slow press ups with the shoulders. Or yeah, we'll do that. So hands are at the side of the mat, back is in straight mode, and let's just go down slowly and then lift up slowly. And again, down we go, and then breathe out as you lift up, keeping that spine where it is. Let's just do 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale out. Make sure your head is just in the same line as your hands. There's a common mistake here or cheat is to go there, because it makes it easier. Just do one more. Bring your head really forward of the hands. Getting all the weight through the triceps, and then sit back and stretch. Let's just stretch those legs out before we hit the inner thighs. So we're going to hit the inner thighs now, girls. So just get ready for that. Again, we're going to use the ring, but if you don't want to use the ring, don't have to. Or you could use a ball for this one as well. Just do a little stretch. So I'm sweating here. That really got me, that one. All right, so lying on your backs again, gently to the floor. We're going to put our feet together. Knees are going to hold the ring in between them, yeah? But your feet, your soles of your feet are together. So your knees are wide. Your back, notice where it is. Make it sure it's comfortable. You're not feeling too arched here or clamped into the mat. Hands rested here. I'm just going to squeeze the knees. It's like a classic magic circle exercise. Now, this is brilliant for your inner thighs, and your inner thighs, obviously an area that gets quite weaker as we move through our life, and also because we don't walk side to side really, this is going to become weaker. So really want to strengthen those inner thighs. So try to go as strong as you can with this. Also, this muscle is directly attached to your pelvic floor. So let's do some pelvic floor drawings in if we can at the same time. So draw in through that pelvic floor as you squeeze, and then let go as you let go. Exhale. Inhale. And again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really squeeze through the pelvic floor as well. Exhale. Right, we're going to hold it this time. So we're going to hold the ring tight, and if you want to hold your pelvic floor tight as well, but think about your inner thighs, that's most important at the moment. Hold it tight. Hold it here for 6, for 5, for 4, mine's wobbling, 3, 2, 1. Let go for a moment. We're going back in though, so if this is too much, take the ring away. But I'm sure it won't be for you guys. You're getting really strong now. So we're going to go in with the magic circle, and then one leg, just right side, is going to press against in. Just one side. 2, 3, inner thigh here. 4, one more on the side. 5, rest. Just hold a little rest. We're going to go in again. So one side stays still, so this time it'll be the right side that stays still, the left side will go out. I can already feel it. Let's go in, just left side. Squeeze. 1, keep this leg still. 2, breathe. Soles of the feet together, still attached. 4, they're on the floor. 5, ouch. 6, 2 more. This is tight. 7, one more if you can. 8, and take a rest. Pop that ring away. Put your feet to the edge of the mat. The knees can be wide. And then let's just go from one side and then the other. Ouchie, ouchie. Anyone feel those legs? See what time we're at. Oh gosh, the time has flown today. I've got carried away with the old legs. So we're going to do some nice stretching for the legs now, because you've worked them hard and hopefully they feel good and strong. Do everything we want them to do. Cross one leg over the other so the ankle is over the knee. And if you want to, push with this hand on the knee to open the hip. Or you can use the ring just to give yourself a little bit more ease with that, so you're not stretching with the upper body. Hold it there for a nice stretch. Breathe. Nice stretch. Right, okay, if you want to, you can put the foot on the ring here and hold that like that. It's quite hard, that is, or you might want to go, no, forget that. Just hold the top leg, it's easier. And here, just do a little rock from side to side to just stretch out that glute med. we've worked hard. Yeah, we should have feel most muscles in the legs through that workout and the feet. And then drop down. And we managed to do it all without, well, we did some very easy squats at the beginning, but no lunges. So you'll notice that if you go and Google leg workout, you will get lots of lunges and squats. But we've managed no squats and no lunges. So just a little rock side to side. Mainly because I can't do them, because it hurts my knees. And it's different, isn't it? Feet on the floor. Roll to the side. Then the ring's going to help us here. Lying on your side, just hook the ring around your foot and just pull it. The leg can do whatever it's like. Then push your hips forward to feel a nice stretch. And you're just pulling that ring. Breathe. Nice stretch through the hip flexor, lengthening through the body. Nice stretch through the tummy a little bit as well. Should feel nice, nice and long. Tailbone staying under. Good. We're going to change legs. Just swizzle around to the other side. We're going there. And just grab the ring, lengthen through the thigh, reaching through. Arm is long over the head, reach it there, breathe. Should feel good. Lovely, take a rest. Coming up to sitting, cross legs. Let's see what the mobility of your hips feels like now. And then just do a nice circle around your pelvis. And then if you can, just lean over the legs, get a nice stretch along the side of the body. Breathing. Hands at the front to put a little bit of weight into that. And then lifting up, change sides. Good stretching here, nice deep stretching through those thighs. And we can't do this without doing this lovely one. I love this stretch. So legs forward. I'm going to go with what my left and right is. So left leg over right. You can stay there if you want to and just rotate round to the left. Or you can wrap this right leg underneath you before we do that. Try and get both sit bones on the floor here if possible. Mine aren't quite there, but we're going to go for it. So this is a great stretch for the glute med, which we've worked hard today, and the inner thighs. Oh my gosh, those inner thighs. Good work. Lovely. Let's do the other side. So this time take your right leg over your left, rotate round there if you want to, or take that left leg and put it underneath you. And let's challenge your flexibility today as well. And then rotate round. I definitely recommend massage, guys. I do feel more mobile today from having a massage on Tuesday. I was really tight, I noticed. So if you do want a really good massage therapist, I know one. Helen Spa, she's in this group. Just search her name in this group, message her. She's lovely. She does great treatments. And it just gives back something to your body. So if you're working hard, exercising, I know with this stretching's fabulous, but it just goes one step further and really helps you to relax more as well. I had a great night's sleep after having my session. So big up to Helen Spa. Soles of the feet together, knees are wide to the side, lengthen through the spine, chin down to the chest. So really feel those inner thighs, and then just stretch the spine while we're here. Although we've not really concentrated on the spine as much today, but you will have been working that core anyway. All of that exercise, very much working the core anyway. Look over the shoulder. And then the other side. It's really good. And then take a nice deep breath in, stretching up to the ceiling. It's the weekend. Breathe out. Give yourself a little clap at the bottom. Well done.